Hi, I'm Michelle, the FunOnADime.net, and today I'm going to show you how to make some sunburn treatment at home. So let me first tell you, a couple weeks ago, my daughter, I put sunscreen on in the morning. She went over to play and swim at a friend's house, and they have like an outdoor above ground pool, and her friend's mom was really careful about putting an umbrella out for the girls and kept moving it throughout the day. So the girls, they kept moving the umbrella, and the mom didn't know that, and because it was cold in the shade. So by the time she got home, she was already red, and it wasn't even like, I could tell it wasn't done turning its colors, and it was her first sunburn of the season, and it was only right where, like, you know, her arms, where her arms normally are out with her t-shirts, were fine. It was like right where it normally isn't in the sun, and her legs right where her uniform shorts cover, and her back, oh, her back was so bad. And so for me, growing up, I got tons and tons of sunburns, so I knew, like, if I got a sunburn, it made me sick. And so I was a bit worried, but she said she was fine, and she wanted to go to her evening sports. And so I knew from my friend, she had grabbed a pan without the glove slipped and just burned her hand. So she just threw lavender on it real fast, and she's like, I probably should have gone to the hospital, but it never blistered. So I knew I had my lavender, so I went and grabbed my lavender real fast, and I just put some coconut oil in my hands, and I just rubbed it all over her back and let her go off to her gymnastics classes. And when she came home a few hours later, she was just even more purple. And so I was like, oh my gosh. And she said, I don't feel it yet. It was late, so I just threw some more lavender. She asked for more lavender on, and we threw it on, and she went to bed. The next morning, we just kind of, I think she asked for lavender the next morning, and then we just kind of forgot about it for a few days. Well, a couple days later, I run into my daughter's, the friend's mom, and she was so apologetic and felt so bad and was asking me about how my daughter's back was, and I was a little bit confused. And come to find out, her daughter got green blisters. They got about the same color of a sunburn. They were both the same shade. They both tanned pretty easy, but just hadn't been in the sun yet. And her little friend had green blisters all over, like was sick to her stomach after a couple days, couldn't wear a normal t-shirt, just tank tops. It hurt so bad, they called it, looked like pus leaves, is the description they had. And so, and at that point, my daughter hadn't even blistered up. This was like 4 days later. So it happened on Tuesday, it was talking on Saturday. She hadn't even blistered up yet, which I was totally surprised. So I was expecting her back to do what her little friend's back did. So that night, I'm thinking, I know I need to look up in my book. I have this book, and I know it has sun care and treatments in there, and I have a website I like to look at. And so I looked it up, and it suggested, of course, lavender to help, and on the website it said peppermint to her. So I hurried and mixed it up, and I sprayed a little more. We put lavender, peppermint. I put a little spray on her back that night before she went to bed, and she thought it was awesome because the peppermint felt so good. Well, the next morning it had finally, like, it didn't blister, just her skin. It was just like this light layer of skin ready to peel off, and it was so weird. And so I was thinking, you know, it's loose, it was itching her, we just took a shower and kind of rubbed off whatever, and I was like, wait, I need to go look at the recipe, like the suggestions for the skincare again, and see what it says, and sure enough, it suggested to put Melaleuca on it when it started peeling. So I got some coconut oil in my hand, put a couple drops of Melaleuca, and spread it all over her back. And a couple hours later, I look at her back, and there's no sign of peeling at all. Like, it was splotchy where the skin, we had peeled it off a little bit, but everywhere where the skin hadn't peeled was dark and flat. There was no edges up, nothing. It was really amazing. So we put some more Melaleuca on that night, and it never peeled again, which is crazy, like, for that bad of a sunburn. So I was so impressed, I just had to share it. And so this is how we made it. So we have a spray bottle, and then you can get this at Walmart in just the travel section. It's like 97 cents. It's a 2-ounce water little spray bottle. You're gonna need peppermint, lavender, and fractionated coconut oil. And fractionated coconut oil, if you don't have it, you can use olive oil or regular coconut oil, but you won't want to put it in the spray bottle. You'll just want to rub it on instead. Fractionated coconut is just liquid form. It never solidifies like coconut, the regular coconut oil. And, or you can use water or aloe vera juice if you don't. So you want to fill this with 2 ounces of either. I used an ounce of coconut oil and an ounce of water. And then you're going to add 10 drops of peppermint and 10 drops of lavender. Shake it up really well and then spray on. And what that's going to do is the peppermint's going to be very cooling and the lavender's going to be very healing. And you're going to do that for the first 8 to 12 hours every 2 hours. And then you can kind of see how it goes after that. So after that first initial 8 to 12 hours, if you still see signs of a sunburn and you still feel like, or they feel like they need more, you can do a mixture of lavender and frankincense mixed with 1 ounce of fractionated coconut oil, and basically you just put it in a jar and just use it to rub on. It'll be 10 drops. They say 20 drops of each. You could probably do 10 drops of each in a ½ ounce if you want to do that. For me, like I said, I just put it on the first day and kind of forgot about it. So the lavender does amazing stuff on its own. Another option is if you want, you can take regular coconut oil. This is the Spectrum brand. I get it at Walmart also. It doesn't have the smell of coconut, so if you don't like the smell of coconut, this is what I use. It's the refined version. I think it's like $7.50 in the $7 range for the bottle. Or this is what we cook with coconut from Costco. And so you just want like a 1/4 cup to ½ cup. And you can take a bowl, mix it up first with the oils, and then just put it in a little jar like this and put it in the fridge. You can do the lavender and peppermint in here, or if you want, you can do lavender and frankincense. Frankincense is also very healing. And put it in the fridge and it'll be like cooling on your back. If you see pilling starting to happen, then what you want to do is you want to mix some melaleuca. I just put a couple drops in my hand and a little bit of coconut oil, or the fractionated coconut oil, whatever's handy, and I'll just rub it on. And that will help prevent any of the pilling. Like I said, it took hers away right away, and it will help prevent any infection. Melaleuca is great for that. And it'll help prevent any open sores from getting gross. Like, she had one on her shoulder from when we first started pilling, and nothing ever happened with it. It just healed it up really nice. That's how we treat our sunburns. So if you have any different recipes or any other suggestions, I would love to hear it in the comments below. I love learning new things from you guys. And have a happy and hopefully sunburn-free summer. But you know what to do just in case. Bye.